Okay. How many was that?
2.
Let me try crunches.
Maybe this athleticism thing just isn't for you.
Are you suggesting that I quit?
Just a thought.
Okay, and what if Anthony quit?
Okay. Fair. I see your point. You gonna let them in on who Anthony is?
Right.
This movie was a reminder to me of why I love working in sports. These are the kinds of stories that I love to see and I love to share and I want to continue to amplify. When I think about working in sports and building my career around amplifying athletes' voices and getting their stories told so that they can impact and encourage and inspire audiences all over the world, like this is the kind of product and projects that I love to see and I want to be a part of. This movie is about Anthony Robles. He is an American wrestler with only one leg. While he is an adult today, this movie is not about his adulthood. It is about him in his youth, particularly surrounding his senior year of high school, journeying through his senior year of college. Movie Anthony's goal is to win a NCAA national championship. And over the course of the movie, we watch as he goes through physical, emotional, relational, familial challenges in order to reach that goal, as well as other goals within his family and within his dynamic relationships. I think the movie does a beautiful job of weaving in his sports story with his family story, with all the in-betweens. I feel like it does a really great job of showcasing how when you are hurting and impacted in one area of your life, it can expand into other aspects of your life. And once healing starts to develop in one area, that same healing can also develop into other areas. And I thought that was very important and an intentional way of sharing and telling that story, because I think that that's something that can speak to a lot of people as well. I feel like a lot of people try to isolate each of their individual issues that they have within their lives, whether that's physical, relational, XYZ. But this movie did a really great job of demonstrating that one area of your life can be the catalyst for so many other issues in your life. And once one issue is addressed, so many other issues that are playing on your life can equally find that healing that you've been needing. The storytelling of this movie is incredible. I love when I can feel immersed into a story. I can feel like I'm a part of the cast, part of the crew. Like I'm right there with them in the story. And I felt all those things. Because this movie is based on a true story, I was worried that we might get caught up in the nitty-gritty background details of every single thing leading up to the time period that the movie is supposed to focus in on. However, with this movie, it did not do that. And I appreciate that so much because I love that it gave us the exact timeline and the exact story and the focus of what the message of the movie was. It does a great job of giving you a full understanding of the message and using the storyline and being intentional with the plot as to what that message is, while also encouraging you to do your own research to figure out what are the nitty-gritty background details and how did we get here. There's nothing missing within the movie, but it also piques your curiosity to want to know more. And I like that. This movie is a testament to resilience, family, perseverance, defeating the odds, going against the grain, and working hard to prove your haters wrong. It's about chasing your dreams, but it's also about taking sacrifices for the sake of your family while still pursuing your dreams. I feel like that's something that's not often promoted or shown within society. Oftentimes it feels like you have to choose between your family and your dream, or you have to choose between your loved ones and your goals and pursuing what ultimately matters to you. And while I think that there are some cases where people do have to make that distinction as to, okay, what am I going to do? Am I going to sacrifice for my family, or am I going to sacrifice my family for my personal life and my personal dreams and goals? And I think Anthony's story really shows that you can have the best of both worlds, that sometimes it does feel like a sacrifice of your own personal goals and dreams in order to support and be there for your family. But at the end of the day, Anthony was still putting in the work to reach his goals and reach his dreams. And even though that took a pivot, it all worked out in the end. He was able to be there for his family, and he was able to support his family when they needed it the most. And he also got his goal. One of the main quotes that stuck with me after the movie was when Anthony says, "I'm running out of time to be someone." And that really stuck with me. That was something that really pulled at my heartstrings and touched my heart personally, because as a young adult pursuing my goals, my dreams, and everything that I'm aspiring towards, sometimes I have that exact same feeling. I feel like I'm running out of time to be someone. And I often think that young adults, youth, teenagers often get a bad rap within social media and amongst older generations, where it feels like everyone's like, oh my gosh, slow down. You guys are in a rush. You guys are, trying to move through life too fast. And while I do get the importance of not rushing life and being okay with the pace in which life is coming at you and pursuing your dreams and goals, I equally understand, as someone who is going through that, like, I equally understand the desire and that push to want to reach your goals and reach your dreams and do the things that are in your heart's desire at a young age. And right now, like, if I feel the desire in my heart to be this person and to do this thing, I want to go after and do that now. If I'm able to, I want to do it now. Sometimes think people get confused with this idea of young adults, young people, youth, teenagers having this urgency to reach their goals and reach their dreams and do the things that they desire with rushing through life or rushing to be someone or get somewhere. I don't think that it's so much about a rush. I think it's more so about wanting to reach the goals that are in your heart, pursuing the desires that are in your heart, and then developing new ones and continuing to evolve throughout life based off of the desires that are in your heart. It's about, okay, right now I'm 20 and I have this desire to do X thing. Rather than spending my entire life pursuing X thing, if I can work towards pursuing and achieving X thing right now or in the next couple of years or so, then once I reach X thing, I can then move to the next goal, and then I can reach that goal and I can move to the next goal. And then throughout the course of my life, I've had all of these evolved and new, unique ideas and dreams that I've created. And I have an entire career worth of things that I have done and achieved versus having one dream as a child and then that being the span of your entire life. Personally, this movie was everything that a sports story should be. It was everything to me. It's inspirational. It's motivational. It's funny. It has like little bits of comedy here and there. It has a great message and it's based on a true story. So you know that this is something that is real, someone you can look to as a role model. I say this all the time, so you're probably going to hear this word in every single one of these, but the pacing is spot on. Pace makes such a big difference to me. Pace is probably the most important thing that I look for in a good movie, and the pacing is perfect. I have no complaints. I have no cons. So that means this movie is a 10 out of 10. We are 2 for 2 as of right now. I don't expect that this will continue much longer. I know that with time, the 10s are going to start dropping to some lower numbers. But as of right now, we are 2 for 2 with 2 10s. So let's see how long this goes. If you have not seen this movie, it is on Amazon Prime. If you have watched this movie, please let me know down in the comments. What were your thoughts on it? What are your ratings, your reviews? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? And while you are down there, please let me know of any more Black movies that you want me to rate and review throughout this month. I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. Toodles.